Okay, cool. Like a 5. Can I get at least a 5 up in this?
5.5.
Beautiful.
5.5, because that if it wasn't for that intro, it'd be like a 1.5.
This is what 5.5 sounds like, people. All right, here we go. And I think I know my way around you a little bit. Let's see. First of all, where were you scouting for locations a few days back for the new video? What can you tell us about that?
Ooh, I haven't even talked about that. I don't know if I should be talking about it, but I'm going to because you asked. We were scouting all around LA. It's going to be. I can't go too far into it. I feel like I'll get in trouble. It's not going to be something that takes forever to come out either. Like we're shooting the video in the next few days. And I would imagine the turnaround time is going to be pretty quick, so people are going to be able to see exactly what it is. But I can tell you that it's going to be at least an attempt at a tearjerker, like most of our videos are. Ugh. It's going to be very emotional and very powerful, but very different from any of the other videos that we've made. Is
this the video for the Jester, or was that performance video the video for the Jester?
No, it's going to be the video for the Jester.
It's the official video. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, that old performance video is probably going to end up being taken down from YouTube. It's so old.
Okay, good to know. So, guys, if you want to catch that, do it now while you can. We have so much more. Josh Katz, frontman for Badflower, going to be with us all hour, but we're doing Dirty Honey musically now. It's When I'm Gone. Coming back with more Josh on LoudWire Nights. What is the backstory to the August 20th tweet? I am never drinking again. That sounds like a fun story.
I didn't realize this whole interview was just going to be like an intervention of my tweet.
Yes, because I have come to learn that when we talk about songs, and we already did that. We did the Okay, I'm Sick, like from track 1 to the last track. We talked about every single song.
Yes, we have.
So I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Plus, he kind of drifts away when you start talking about. So I think that's what I'm saying. I think I'm on to you. Tell me the story.
Yeah. I drank too much. I drank too much alcohol the night before, and then the next day I said I wasn't going to do it anymore. And I knew I was lying. Of course I was lying.
Of course.
I had a drink that night. I had like a lot of drinks that night.
That sounds so familiar. All right. Yeah, it's a typical. I drank too much. I felt like crap. Then I got over it, and life continued.
I said some dumb things. You know what it was? It wasn't that I drank too much and felt like crap. It's that I had little bits of memories of the things that I said to people the night before, and it wasn't like I said anything horrible. I just said really dumb. Yeah. And you wake up the next morning and you're like in the shower. It was funny. I was just watching a Bill Burr stand up about this when he's like, I remember things that I said in the 3rd grade, and I just sit in the shower and I just go he just can't handle the memory of these things that you said, and that's what I felt the next morning. I said some really, really dumb stuff. Like I did not carry myself in a way that I would have liked to. Like that wasn't the guy that I wanted to be.
It's never even that bad though, but it's always so magnified in your own head the next day. Like there's that saying, like if you knew how little people thought about you, you wouldn't care. Like I'm paraphrasing, but something like nobody cares.
True. It's so true.
Yeah.
But regardless, I still had to send like a flurry of apology texts to people who were like, "Dude, you were totally fine." I was like, "No, I wasn't. I'm so sorry."
Very relatable. Been there, done that. All right, coming back with more Josh Katz and Glorious Sons right after this break. Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Pick from a range of coverage options with the Name Your Price tool to find a price that works for you.
The only station that rocks. LoudWire Nights.
We have the extremely talented and very open on social media Josh Katz, frontman for Badflower, joining us on LoudWire Nights tonight. And I gotta ask you, why did you feel it was important to share that, although it hasn't happened yet, you know where I'm going with this quote, I could absolutely fall in love with a person of any gender. Love is love. Why did you feel the need to share that first at a show and then on social media?
How did I know this one was coming?
Of course.
I've never really said that out loud. It's something that I've always felt for a long time, and it's also like it's not like the bravest thing in this sort of climate of the world. Lots of people think that way. I just think that it's important as somebody who's a bit of an influencer. I have some following to say things like that out loud, and it sort of just came out out of nowhere. I think it came out like in a joke on stage. But I'm glad I said that, even in a joking way. I thought that was kind of important, and so I just elaborated on it in the tweet.
Fair enough. You know, this solves your dilemma, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, where are you going with this? So when we spoke at the Sonic Temple Music Festival, you were saying that there's nothing like love as that intense as like that first young love. This solves your dilemma. It would be like a first. It'll be...
Yeah, right?
Right. I think
Agreed.
This is
yeah,
good.
I'm honestly like, I want it to happen. I want it, because that's exactly right. It'll be so new and so exciting and like kind of scary. And like, I'm down.
Cool.
I'm ready.
All right, share on
It just
Twitter.
hasn't happened yet. Like, I'm not going to force it, but it hasn't happened yet.
You open the door, trust me. You're a good-looking kid. Someone's going to walk through it. Let's put it that way.
Look, there's plenty of hot guys out there.
So many.
Can't wait.
DM's about to explode. All right, let's get into Glorious Sons Panic Attack. Coming back with more Josh Katz, Badflower on LoudWire Night. Know you? Because you don't talk about them very often.
Everybody thinks it's great. There's some people around us who absolutely can't believe that it's happening. They're like, this is insane. There's other people who just feel who are like, yeah, of course. Like, this is what you've always done. Me and the whole group. This is what we've always done since we were kids. Like, this is what we feel like we were meant to do. And so it's all just validating. It all makes sense. Like, we're actually a little bit sad that it took so long. I might be 30 next year.
I know you're obsessed with that.
And so I wish that this was all happening at 23. But look, beggars can't be choosers. These are the cards I've been dealt.
You make 30 sound like it's 90.
It's a death sentence.
It's not. It's so not. Oh my! When you're 50, you're gonna look back and be like, "Oh God, I wish I was 30 again." But that's a conversation we'll have in 2 decades.
No, I think when I'm 50, I'm gonna look back and say, "I wish I was 23 again or 24."
23.
Like, I would take 30 if I had the choice. Like, if somebody's like, "You could be 30 or you could say 50," I'll take 30, of course.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm being honest, I'd rather be 24 again.
I think we all would if we're all being honest. So thank you for that. All right, we're getting into Ozzy Osbourne. Coming back, couple more questions. Josh Katz of Badflower. We're also going to get into their latest, The Jester, on LoudWire Night. It's on this show tonight. And I saw that, this is kind of creepy. I saw that somebody tattooed the OK I'm Sick cover art on their body, and there's like some logos and some cover art that works, but like, it's your bloody face on someone's skin with like your eyes blocked off. How did that feel? Like seeing that?
It's awesome. I think it's super cool.
That's so weird.
It's strange, for sure. It's strange. Yeah. It's strange just because I want to be perceived as this, like, artist who belongs on this pedestal. Like, I write these songs and I'm this guy, like I'm this figure, but of course I'm not. Like, I'm just a guy. And it's cool to be objectified in that way, like in a positive way, where like that cover art and the songs that are associated with it have become this symbol for people. That's something that's powerful and special and important, and that's really what it is. Like, I don't even see it as my face being tattooed on something. I just feel it. I feel it more as like the art, the symbol, and everything that our songs represent as being tattooed on somebody. It just happens to be my bloody face.
Okay, that makes it way less creepy. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's actually take a quick break. We'll do one last question. Josh Katz of Badflower is our guest this evening. We're about to hear The Jester, the latest by the band. Hanging out with Josh Katz, frontman for Badflower, about to go into their latest, The Jester. And we have actually talked about how you wrote The Jester years ago, and it was about the music biz and feeling like no one was supporting you. Okay, now that you've had #1 songs, and I'm sure that brings a lot of support with it, plus you're in a different place, right? So what are the updated 2019 concerns when it comes to the music industry? Because we all have our concerns within our industry.
I don't have many, honestly. I'm one of the few people who's in the music industry that really likes how things are going. Like, I like streaming. I don't mind that people don't buy records anymore. Maybe it's just because I was born into that sort of, and I was thrown into it once this became my career. And so that makes perfect sense to me, how everything works. And I don't mind it. I also feel like the way that everything is set up now with the internet, anybody who has any bit of talent has a shot to make it. I think that's really cool. Whereas before, you had to know somebody, you had to have some money behind you, you had to have all these things. You could be the most incredible artist ever and possibly stay unknown forever, and that's just not a thing. You can put your stuff on the internet, and that's that. If it's great, people are going to find it.
A non-disgruntled.
So I think the competition is more fierce now because anybody has a shot.
That's true. You're the first non-disgruntled musician I've ever spoken to. No, I'm sure there's been others.
Yeah, I figured that as I was saying. I was like, you probably don't get this answer often, but yeah.
Refreshing. All right, let's hear it. Here is The Jester. It's off Badflower's debut album titled Okay, I'm Sick. You're hearing it on LoudWire Nights.